going on, everyone? Today it's Brandon here and Justin within the zone. Today we're gonna kind of talk about a little about the state of Warzone, kind of how bad it is, and how bad the cheaters are, dev errors, just overall gameplay feel, and the staleness of Warzone. I would say we
Oh
haven't
yeah.
touched the game, played the game personally in 2 weeks. I've tried watching the game, but watching someone get killed by a cheater about 10 times in a row isn't fun. I don't know. Have
Absolutely.
you
Totally
watched that?
agree.
Like we,
I try to, but I mean, to be honest, like most of the times, like even in the past couple weeks when we've gotten like clips for the videos, it's like I usually see the clips and I just get lucky or I just go in people's VODs and get clips because I can't stand to like watch a tournament take 10 hours anymore. It's just like at one point I loved sitting here watching the tournaments, doing stats, like all that stuff too is fun to watch, but now it's just not entertaining lately. I don't
yeah,
know.
that's another thing we'll talk about too. Is probably why we're not really doing the live stream stats or even really posting stats at the current moment.
Yeah.
We're not stopping entirely. Gonna try to come
Mhm.
up with something that's still like bring maybe not necessarily KDs because for customs, it's one point we'll get into is no developer support, so there's no way to track deaths on a post game scorecard or anything like that. Which
Mhm.
fucking blows. But
Absolutely.
I guess I'll get into it right here. Like we're basically gonna talk about our thoughts on Warzone. So one of the real things is obviously cheaters. We had what 2 to 3 months where we got a ban wave at least every month,
Mhm.
and then what do we went 5 6 months without a ban wave?
Yeah, and it seems like it's been the worst that it's been, and like the cries for help and support from like even big streamers is not even encouraging them to do anything. It just seems like they don't care.
Yeah, I mean, like I'll see people like complain on Twitter, and my whole thing with this like anti-cheat, like people complaining, like if you're gonna like complain to Raven Software, that's not the person you should be complaining to.
Yeah.
The developer for the game itself has nothing to do with it. It goes to Activision. And then
Mhm.
also one thing with anti-cheats is when it comes to Activision, which is also a public company, is anything they want to implement, they got to also double check with their legal counsel. And that is one thing I guess we'll also get into is like a whole nother story. And my thought is you guys are begging, we're all begging for an anti-cheat, but I have like one reason that I feel like we will never get it. And it's
What is
because
that?
if anyone remembers the Overwolf app and the whole SBMM fucking scenario that went on like
Oh yeah.
months and months ago, where you can load up this overlay app on your computer, and as soon as you get in the pregame lobby, it tells you what the average KD of your lobby or median KD of your lobby was. That only
Mhm.
went on for what, like a month maybe at max, and then
Yeah.
they literally fucking banned the app. You boot up Warzone, it literally gave you a screen that told you you have a program on your computer that it wasn't like, I don't know the exact wording of it, but you'd get a pop-up when you load up Warzone and told you, you have to uninstall the app if you want to play the game.
Yeah, and that was the closest thing we've had to an anti-cheat.
But you're
That and
telling,
Tommy.
yeah. But you're gonna sit here and fucking tell me that you guys, because of the whole outrage from the community regarding this app, you guys went and fucking implemented this thing and the whole like I don't want to necessarily say I mean, maybe you did expose the whole like SBMM and shit like that because they allowed people
Mhm.
to fucking manipulate the system in order to get them easier lobbies by being able to
Yep.
use that shit. But
Mhm.
like, and I'm sorry if I'm cussing too much.
No,
I
you're good.
I fucking
Passionate.
love. I mean, I love Call of Duty, so it's like, I mean, I
Me
played the
too,
game
dude.
since fucking Call of Duty 3. You played what since World at
Since
War, Modern Warfare
all
2, something like
since,
that.
Modern Warfare, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like it's so frustrating me seeing something just get absolutely demolished by hackers. But you're
Yep.
sitting here telling me you can ban this app and make people uninstall it from their computer because it exposed your SBMM system, but you can't fucking have a cybersecurity person download these hacks, study the code. Which, by the way, the fucking reason why hacks come out so quick is because you have someone at your own fucking company leaking the code to these cheating websites and getting paid for it. That's a whole nother like fucking
Crazy.
thing.
Yeah.
multiple people have, like, come out about it. One person that we know closely has even told us that, who has, like, really
Mhm.
close with, like, developers and shit at Activision, like, in the
Mhm.
individual game studios. And we're gonna sit here and year and a half into the fucking game not having anti-cheat for hacks still? Bullshit, bro. We're never gonna
That's
get one.
crazy.
We're never gonna
Yeah,
get one.
I gave up on that hope a while ago. I haven't had fun on the game in months. I've tried to have fun on the game. Like, I wanna be able to stream the game, but, like, for me,
You hate the
I
game.
agree
You
with
hate
you.
playing the game.
I do, dude. I haven't had fun playing that game for a long time, and it's because, like, I just know, like, most at least once a day, I die to a hacker, and it's always, like, I feel bad for these big streamers because, like, if I was, like, making money off this game and, like, trying to, produce content and, say I'm on, like, a burner of a game and then I die to a hacker, like, that might have been your only good lobby you got all day, which we know that happens, like, for these guys, if they get one blessed lobby, but they die to somebody who's hacking in the game, and that could have been a world record lobby that brings your game through a content creator hundreds of thousands of views for no cost to you at all, just because that the people love your game, and you're not doing anything to help these people. There's no streamer mode, there's no anti-cheat, there's no ban waves, there's nothing. Like, nothing's going on, and, like, that's why people are getting so pissed. And that's why, like, even for us, like, it doesn't really matter for us, like, personally, because we don't make our content, like, off playing the game, but our content is coming through these big streamers that we're also trying to provide a different side of content, and half these guys aren't enjoying playing the game, and it's just bringing down, like, the whole vibe, and you can tell.
Yeah, I mean,
So
while you were away, on vacation, then what was it? I think it was Thursday or Friday, there's what was, like, a 10K tournament or something like that?
mhm.
Well, I think it was Kayleen Exact said they fucking had to reset, like, 10 times due to hackers in round 1
Yeah.
alone.
Dude, you could pull up a Jowo tweet. Jowo tweeted, like, I think that was Friday or Saturday. He said that he had 15 resets in a hacker, like, in a game. And
And that
I was like, "What?" And, like, he was dead ass serious.
yeah.
Like, that's just you can't, like, you can't the tournaments are completely chopped unless it's private match. Because there's just, like, everybody hates TKRs because people are exploiting or doing shit. You get easier lobbies, everybody complains about that.
Just time of day difference.
2v2s, yeah, 2v2s are chalked because hackers. Odd man outs are chalked because of hackers. Like, they're all chalked because of hackers. You can't play public matches anymore for the bot races, which I think are more entertaining than customs. Because, I mean, I love the fact of, like, these people, like, coming up against one another in the same lobby, which is obviously how the game should be played at a pro level, if there ever is a pro level, quote unquote. Um, like, but it's way more fun to watch somebody drop, like, 20, 30, 40 kills. The end of these 2v2 games are, like, really intense where there's just a couple kills difference. You just don't get that, I feel like, in a custom lobby, but customs are the only way right now because hackers are just so bad.
I like, um, customs. The only problem is they've never provided us with any real enhancements for
Oh,
competitive
yeah.
to make customs like I mean, customs are competitive, but, like, to implement the way, like, Bartonologists, like, how they wanna, ban
Mhm.
certain guns, ban certain skins, maybe make the circle move a little quicker because as we've seen, the mini royale like tourneys have been thrown, but a lot of people have come out and said, "I don't like it because I can't regain at all. If you die,
Yeah,
there's no such thing as a regain in mini royales. So you
yeah,
need that full map. But when you give this full map, the games take 30 minutes, and if you're going to be running like 6 games, and then customs alone, the only reason why World Series of Warzone went a little quicker than some other than custom games is because it was through the public match system, through
yeah.
players being whitelisted, which people never
Mhm.
thought that could happen. You can no, there's no such thing as whitelisting bullshit. Like, come on.
There you go,
But
150 people whitelisted.
yeah, easy.
Have fun.
But I mean, like, that's the only thing that's holding customs back is we're not getting any help from Raven Software regarding this. And that may come down from Activision saying, "Nah, don't we're not gonna do that. It's a waste of resources," you know? Like,
Yeah, for sure, dude. I completely agree. And just think about how much more money that, like, especially after all of the shit that everybody's had to put up with. Imagine how much more money that tournament could have been held for compared to like how much it was for. Like, think about like Fortnite World Cup, right?
yeah.
Like the for Epic Games billion-dollar company, Activision billion-dollar company, but they like I don't know, like, I haven't played Fortnite in a long time, but when I did, it was enjoyable. They were always really good with their community, like, their game is always ever changing. Um, and, like, Activision just doesn't do that. People bitch and complain and, like, this and that, and people still play the game. They still bringing them money, people are still buying skins, and everybody's always like, "It's not gonna fix until everybody stops playing," but
Here we are.
nobody ever stops playing.
Yeah.
It's gonna die. Like it's as soon as the next big game comes out, that game is gonna go down the shitter.
Well, you're already
That's just what's
seeing
gonna happen.
some, sorry for cutting you off. Already
No, no,
big
you're
seeing,
good.
like, big streamers, like, they'll boot up Warzone for maybe an hour, and then they'll switch
Mhm.
over now because it's just like,
To
"Oh,
get
I
content,
died to
that's
2
it.
hackers. I died to
Mhm.
2 hackers, I'm in." And most of the time, some of these big streamers who, like or just streamers in general who get on Warzone, they don't even fucking play the game. You know what they do? They load into the solos, and let's go watch a solos game for YouTube content, and then let me
And
go play
hopefully they run
something
into a
else.
hacker.
Yeah, like,
That's
and
what content has come to, dude. Spectating hackers, that gets you the most views because people are just like, this game is absolutely, as Rated would say, shambolic.
yeah, like,
Absolutely shambolic, dude.
it's just it's so bad, and I mean, the good thing is, like, hopefully people will follow suit. I mean, we got
Mhm.
there's always a tier system when it comes to, like, streamers. We're already seeing, the top streamers say, "You know what? I'm gonna go play a different game." And then hopefully with, like, Halo, I know Halo just had its flight test this past weekend, which is fucking great game, by the way, already. I fuck with it so hard because I played it. But, I mean, like, hopefully, when Halo drops, that will pull more people away. 'Cause
Yeah,
I wholeheartedly believe if we want, like, Warzone maybe to develop an anti-cheat, you have to hurt the pockets of the company.
absolutely.
'Cause then the shareholders are
Absolutely.
gonna wonder why isn't this game making as much money as it was? Why isn't Warzone pulling in as much, like, microtransactions as it was? Oh, everyone's off playing Halo from fucking, 343, like,
Yep.
and spending their money there because 343 is now implementing battle passes too, so people are gonna because I mean, you can't launch a game without microtransactions anymore.
Of course.
I mean, that's
I'd rather
fucking
have
innovative.
microtransactions than pay $60 for a game. Because if I
True.
enjoy the game, I'll the shitty thing side note, but the shitty thing about, like, paying $60 for a game and then maybe you like it for a little bit and then it gets boring after, like, a month, you're out $60, but if it only costs $10 for the battle pass, $15 the whatever it is, and you can play the game for a season, and even if you get tired of it, at least you're only out $15, or you fall in love with the game, you're probably gonna end up spending more money than having to fork out $60 to buy a brand new game. But
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely make more money with microtransaction, or else that wouldn't be the wave.
Yeah, and I guess another thing we can bring up with Warzone is there's been no real innovation other than, like,
Oh,
the innovation that they brought at the beginning of Warzone with, the loadout system and, like,
yeah.
the contracts and all this other crap,
Mhm.
like, there's been no innovation. The map, we got a reskinned map, which, like, at the beginning, it was like, "Oh, okay, this is good. At least it's, like, not giving me a shitty map," but at the end of the day, we're a year and a half into Warzone, and I'm playing the same map as I was playing a year and a half. It just changed
Yeah,
colors.
absolutely.
And then
It's ridiculous.
when it comes to map updates, you're telling me I'm getting an underground fucking train and above ground train. That's it? That's all I'm getting?
And a tower
Oh, yeah, a tower
that
because
people just camp because you
because,
put the most OP thing in the game, yeah.
we gotta put, the old school superheroes in the game for extra
Yeah.
money. That's the only
Yeah,
reason the
it's
tower's in
ridiculous.
there. Let's be
Yep.
honest.
Yeah. It's
Mm,
ridiculous, dude. I mean, I've said that since we started playing the game in, like, season 1, season 2. I was like,
yeah.
"Dude, how do they not have" it's Call of Duty. Like, I know it's something different than they've ever done before, but how how do they not come out with, like, multiple maps where you load into Warzone and you get a randomly selected map, like it's been on multiplayer for since the beginning of Call of Duty. It made no sense to me. Even like the map could have been smaller. I would have been fine, way more fine with a smaller map and maybe taking out half the map and all that time you put into making the map bigger or the size it is now, and making like two, I don't know, 75% of the size of Verdansk, and having two different maps. Because at least if I don't like one map, I can maybe get into the other game. I can back out, be like, okay, I want to try to get into the next map, or have the option to load into both. Kind of like how like Apex Legends does it. They have multiple map sets, and you just load into whatever map it throws you in.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I don't play Apex, but I do like the fact that they do that about their game. It is cool.
Yeah, or, like, even at least Fortnite's had, like I know people have complained about their map, so I mean, like, at least they actually, like, changed their map, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, of course, dude. They all like when there's an update or a change, there's actually an update or a change. There's not like 30 GB update. Well, what the fuck did they update besides the guns?
Yeah.
Like, well, like, that's all they ever update. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna get shot two shot by a DMR. Oh, fun. Oh, good. New update. I get one bursted by an AUG and an M16. Oh, fun.
That's one thing
Like,
I will say, like, I guess I've had an issue with, like, sometimes they're, like, quick to react when it comes to, like, the vehicles, like, "Oh, this vehicle's overpowered, let me pull this out of the game," but, "Hey, I got a whole fucking community blown up at me over a gun, but I'm not gonna touch the gun for another month."
crazy, dude. Except for
Like
snipers.
yeah, or the SPR when the SPR was good, it was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
they'll
no, this
fix
is
the
gone."
snipers real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Pamash, no.
So stupid. Yeah.
Pamash is always on Twitter ranting about snipers.
Mhm.
I guess, now we'll probably go into, like, what I guess we maybe have planned for the future as far as in the zone goes. Stats, most likely,
Mhm.
me and him both work full-time jobs. For me right now, it's quarter 4, which is, like, busy as hell because everyone's trying to meet their goals for the end of the year. So, like, kinda hard to do stats. He's usually the
Yeah.
one Justin's usually the one that you guys will see at home, like, during Tourney days, like, doing stats and shit like that, but I know he's got some stuff going on, like, further furthering, I guess, his career and shit, so, like, as much as we'd love to stay here and be able to do stats for 12 hours,
Yeah.
we both got, like,
It's
full-time
not
jobs
paying the bills.
that we gotta take care of, so we're still gonna be doing, like, top 5 plays, top not 5 plays, not top
Hopefully you
5
guys like
plays,
those.
sorry. I got that mixed up. I mean, the video did good, people seem to like
Yeah, it
it,
was fun. It's funny.
we still wanna do, like, community top 5 plays. We try to post on Twitter about that and tell people to post in our Discord if they get a sick play, but kind of I guess our tweet didn't get pushed out or whatever, or just no one wants to submit. But if you ever hit a sick play every Sunday or by Sunday at what time did we say? 7 Central? 8 Central?
Yeah, something like that.
7 or 8 Central is where the cutoff to submit is, and then on Monday, we're gonna push a video to go live of, like, just not it doesn't have to be tournament, it could be, like, any type of play, just regular pub matches, custom matches. But if you get a sick play, you could always post it on our Discord. We'll be
Yeah, and
posting that too.
you'll be in the video with, like, some of the biggest streamers because we just take some of these guys' clips and throw them in there, and you'll be in the same video as, like, Swag and Biffle and Tommy and, like, all these guys, Aiden. We'll get
Yeah.
a sick clip from Nip, and we'll keep it for into the plays week, and if you guys have one, we'll throw it in there for you too.
Yeah, and then, as far as, like, future tournaments go stats-wise, we're trying to come up with something for, custom tournaments. We'd have to end up working with, like, the tournament organizers, though, in order to get, like, access to be able to see, like, the screenshots the players are submitting for, like, we probably won't be able to track deaths because, like I said, there's no enhancements or anything like that coming for custom, so
Yeah, that we know
unless the
of.
players were to individually keep track of their deaths, like, "Hey, I died once. Hey, I died twice," which
Yeah, then it's
no
word
one
of mouth.
no one's even gonna wanna do that, though, like, no one's gonna be like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, I'm gonna keep track of my deaths when I'm playing for hundreds of $100,000 or something." That's just
yeah,
unreasonable to
stupid.
ask somebody to do, and we can't
Mhm.
don't have, like, someone who could watch this person stream mark it down, mark it down, mark it down, you know, shit like that. So it's just like,
It's us.
yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, KD would probably go away, we'd probably just end up doing, like, total kills, average kills,
Average placement.
damage, average placement.
Yeah.
So we're working on that, probably get, like, a dashboard. I mean, if anyone's an expert with Google Sheets and wants to help out, I mean, well, I can't pay you, but if you wanna be part of a passion project, I guess, or maybe feature developments within Warzone, I mean, always reach out to us. But yeah, we're probably try to create, like, a dashboard or something where we can keep track of, like, a scoring system, top kills, kinda how they did it for World Series of Warzone. We'll try to
Yeah.
do it ourselves because I mean, there's no one else doing it right now. So we're trying to develop that. And they're just gonna keep pushing out YouTube content, try to maybe expand in some other games, Splitgate. I don't know if anyone saw, but apparently there was in the Halo files in the beta, a data miner found a announcer saying Battle Royale. I don't know how true that is, because I mean,
Mhm.
it's pretty easy to manipulate that. So I mean, we'll see. I know like Splitgate's pretty popular. We may try to get into that because we're not just gonna stick into BRs.
Yeah.
And if anyone, I know someone when we posted that tweet asking whether there's stuff we should get into, someone said CDL. There's already a really good website for CDL stats. If anyone does not know, if you want to start following CDL after Major 5, which is the craziest shit I've ever seen
Oh my
in
god,
esports
dude. That's
history,
nuts.
check out GG Breaking Point. Those guys over there are fucking good as shit at what they do. But I
Yeah.
mean, do you have any other points regarding like how shitty Warzone is?
No, I mean, I think everybody knows if you don't, you're not playing. It's pretty much simple as that. If you hop on
True.
the game, you're gonna die to a hacker.
Facts.
Unless you're lucky, like Aiden. But he's
Yeah.
hacking, so
Yeah, Aiden is like he said, he's tweeting out day 12 of hacking, bro. He is the hacker. That's why he's not getting nobody. Now, bad boy Beeman, don't use that. Okay? He's
yeah.
not hacking.
Don't do
Don't make me go fucking try to block you on YouTube too, bro.
that. That's funny.
Anyways, though, I guess that was a little update on In the Zone why we haven't been doing live stats. Unfortunately, guys, sorry. I know people like that content a lot. Maybe if the hacking situation gets resolved, which I don't think it will, which honestly sucks, but
Yep.
we'll be back. But in the current form, we'll probably just be focusing more on YouTube content and trying to figure out a way to evolve stats and like that. But anything else you'd like to add, Justin?
No. Say thanks everybody for watching.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
everyone, have a good one. Later.
Peace.